Hello, and this is Cool Imp again, and I've got another video. It's another Kingdom Hearts video, and I'm just gonna run a couple trailers back to back while I talk over them. So something that came up, and I forget whose channel, but it's one of the big boys, one of the key keepers. Was a topic of who is the player. Now, something that interests me, and it's something that either we have to take on face value or we have to go ahead and discuss as a separate issue, is whether or not the charity that you, the player, and this is about Union Cross, by the way, Unchained, Key, whatever, whether or not that charity is yours. Now, the reason I pause there for a moment to let you think about that is that if the charity is not yours, whose charity is it? The dark charity specifically. Because if that is the player's charity, then we are at a situation where whose charity has been following us around up until this point. Because he seems to be bonded to you as the individual charity, not another person's charity just chilling with you. I thought that was something that was pretty interesting. So when I was watching the trailer for the most recent trailer, which is going to be the one following the TGS reveal, I was taking a look at it. I'm going, okay, that means someone else is playing the game. And we are not the player, we are a participant in the world already. As in a Keyblade Master, one of the Dandelions who survived through the Keyblade War and are recreating new worlds. Well, kinda. But, that's a semantic argument. That's not what I'm worried about. I thought it would be fun to point out that, yes, in fact, I don't think that we are the other person. I don't think we're the player. And that's the reason the theory about Ven is the player, because he would be a self-insert into the game. We never see any of the new Union leaders' charity. And more importantly, I just have this burning feeling. Because that'd be one of the greatest thing to pull the wool over the eyes, is to say it directly to the person playing the game, and for them to make the assumption that's the self-important assumption that the charity that we're talking about is their own. That would mean we have two charity as the player. And that's something really interesting that I wanted to point out. I think I'm going to maintain, at least for now, the player is not you. And you being the royal you, the human beings not within the game setting, playing the game. I think it is a character who we've already been introduced to. And the reason I think it's Vin is because he was an addition to the sleeping world. He was not there when it was essentially created. Because as I understand it, going through the story of Union Cross, is that is a sleeping world. All the inhabitants are asleep. And because they're all asleep, and they have been for X number of years, that because they've been asleep for X number of years, a new edition would change the way the game is played. So Vin could be both a Union leader, with someone mysteriously dying, and we don't know by whom, and still be the player. Because now into this sleeping world, which just may be a gigantic computer VR simulation, I don't think it's that. I just think it's a sleeping world, and in addition to it, outside of its creation, is causing this problem. So with that said, I just wanted to explain further what I meant by my theory video yesterday. I do think that, yes, in fact, the Cherethy belongs to Vin, and that is a purified Cherethy again. That whenever we go through that first part of the Dive to the Heart, we see the new Cherith, we see the Dark Cherethy, we chase him down because he's the one who basically... And this is a little spitballing right now because I haven't fully fleshed this part out. He split us up as we dive into the heart as a way to keep us there trapped as well. And that's the reason we appear to be fading and growing in strength as we pick up additional swords along the way. Something I will add I did not notice. I just thought that was a graphic thing that they were doing. To be cutesy. So it went right over my head, to be honest. And as we finish everything up, we purify the Cherethy. And that's when we say, well, we're friends now. I'll come back and visit you. And then that water sheet that you're standing on, you probably go through the other side like we see happen in the cutscenes for the start of number 1 and number 2, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, where we basically go through the ocean and do the dive, the rest of the dive to the heart. Awaken Vin, and once Vin's awakened, we progress from there. Now, while all this is going on, it is very well possible that outside, and I might be wrong on this because I haven't watched the other trailers. I haven't gone back and rewatched the trailers, and I might even, while I'm editing this together and putting everything together, I might even notice that, yes, in fact, that's not what's going on, because I don't remember who Ventus is, or Vanitas is talking to, trying to waken up, threatening to basically kill Vin. And that may be Aqua, and that may be our Destiny Island trio. But with that said, God, I feel like such a whore bastard for this. Leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and if you want to, and if you think I'm just an idiot, something like that, go ahead and leave a comment saying exactly that, and I'll buy into it. If you have a counter argument for this, let me know. If you think there's something I missed that could be added onto this, let me know. My Twitter's my Coolimp, my Patreon is my Coolimp, and my Twitch is my Coolimp. And it's just KEWLIMP. You have a great morning, night, or whatever time of day it is when you watch this video.